when trying to develop or focus a product on a niche market, you first have to ID the constraints and essentially put yourself in the consumer's position. You have to think about all the things that they don't like, that you really have to identify that there is a true need. I think that most people, when they think they have a product that will meet the demands of a niche market, they typically go to a lot of the wrong people and ask of their approval, which is typically our friends and our family, things like that. But when you're trying to develop that niche market, you really have to prove that the numbers work and that you can actually make their lives easier and change their direction, because currently they're using what they have, they're trying to meet the needs themselves with the products that are available, and to get them to change their mind and say, hey, I'm going to quit going down this road, I'm going to change direction and I'm going to go down this other road with this product, you really have to make sure that it truly meets the need. It's in the cost range to where the person says, hey, this is much easier, and to me it's better value, not necessarily a price, because most consumers, they want to make sure that they're getting their value for that product. I use the Yeti cooler model for a prime example. Who in their right mind would have thought Yeti could have sold a 40-quart cooler for $400 when they can go to Walmart and buy the same cooler for 30 bucks? Well, the thing is Yeti spent their time on developing a niche market that met a true need. People were tired of putting a bag of ice in their cooler every other day, or every day, or 2 times a day. They wanted to be able to buy 1 bag of ice and it lasts a week and a half. They wanted to buy a cooler that they never had to buy again. So Yeti really understood the market that they were, the niche market that they were going after, and they developed it, and they spent the money on it, and they're creating quality and they're creating value with that. So I'm not quite so sure how many people they had to pitch that to before somebody bought in on it and said, hey, this is what we want to do. I'm sure that that information is out there, but it's very critical that you have the data that proves, hey, I can solve this problem for this range, and I've identified that the consumer is willing to pay that much for it, and that I have a concise study that says out of 2,000 people, 1,500 of them said this was their choice, and they would change from what they're currently doing now. The other key piece for developing a product for a niche market is you have to remember that those niche markets are ever evolving. If you're not always trying to improve your product and improve that product that you're offering for that niche market, you're going to get left behind, because there's somebody else that's going to be spending that time and spending that extra effort in developing a product that's going to replace yours. So you got to be really mindful that product has to be evolving with the consumer. So that's pretty much what I define as making sure those key pieces are being met with that niche product in the niche market.